Hello, everyone. I'm here with Irina Kulikova, and she's going to be performing in two of our venues. First in Los Angeles on January 28th at the home of Mario Costanovo Tedesco's grandson, and also in Portland at Christ Church Episcopal Parish on February 1st. How are you doing, Irina?
Great, great. Hi, everyone.
So
Yeah, I'm
great
very
to be
excited
here with
about.
you. I heard
Yeah,
you just had a long flight. Where did you come from this time?
I come from Amsterdam. Yeah, it's a long flight, 11 hours.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
great. So I'm so excited to have you. I've always enjoyed your videos, watching you perform, and
thank you.
I understand that you're working on a project right now, working on a PhD and writing a book. Can you tell us a few things about that?
Well, yes, I came to the classical guitar from a different, maybe let's say, background. So not playing the jazz guitar or like electric guitar first and jazz music or pop music, and then discovering the classical guitar. My mom is a cellist, so I came directly from the classical education into into guitar, and I've learned a lot when I was a child, when I played piano, when I did conducting, and also of course from competitions. I always loved teaching. I was playing a game with myself. I started to play early when I was 5.5. And my first was piano when I was 5, and then the guitar when I was 5.5. And I kind of played with myself a game that being a teacher and a student to myself. So I always loved teaching. And with all my experience in my career, and with my students, I just realized it would be so nice to share about my approach, about my technique, everything, how I do. Because, of course, there's a lot of other great books from fantastic teachers, right? But I also realized that some things I'm doing differently. And that's why I would like to speak about it, also about my teaching approach, because it's not only about how to place your hand position and then how to make a beautiful tone, although it's a lot will be about a beautiful tone. It's about the touch, because I got so many compliments about my sound. And it's not only this, it's also about how to prepare pieces, how to practice, how to be on stage. So it's like the holistic approach, how to become an artist.
Wow.
I
This
will share all
great.
my, yeah, all my experience, all my knowledge. And thanks to my amazing students, I'm practicing a lot of material on them.
Excellent. Also, I noticed that you have a festival that you're running. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, for this moment, it's a little bit on hold, but the idea is to have a festival. So I will come back to this later, because it's not every year. So you have to find a different location. I don't want to do only things online, but it will be with a competition. And the competition is with a little bit different rules, where the participants, they introduce themselves or they introduce the program. So something like on concert, they tell a little bit about the full presentation, and then I would like to do the final with a string quartet, so not only playing solo, because or as a chamber duo, just like not only as a solo, because guitar is developing. It's coming very famous, and many musicians, many guitarists, they like also to mix with other instruments, and there are fantastic combinations, of course, like cello guitar, and violin guitar, voice and guitar. So I would like to put this as part of the competition rules, and then concerts also in different styles, flamenco, jazz, classical, playing
Great.
again with a string quartet. So this.
Excellent. So, in the concerts that you're doing now, are you kind of blending your concerts with solo and chamber music, and maybe, or is it more just mainly solo concerts?
Well, I do different kind, of course. Like I have different projects. I also play with a singer. I play with a cellist. I play with
Mhm.
different cellists, and if I have an invitation to play with an orchestra, I will play with an orchestra. I have some concerts that I'm doing, like romantic concerts, and I call them guitar and wine, where people can have a glass of wine, and I'm surrounded by thousands of candles. It's very romantic atmosphere, very different program for 1 hour, just to enjoy beautiful music, a taste of wine, and just have a relaxed evening.
Great.
And of course, I also do very academical concerts in 2 parts. For example, I will be touring in Sweden in March, and I will be playing some solo pieces and some with a cello. So again, will be like a mix.
Okay. Well, that
And it
will
seems
fit
like
in nice.
nowadays also concerts in one like 1 hour, no break. It's become more and more popular
Hmm.
than having in 2 parts.
Hmm.
So
But our audiences like to have a glass of wine before and maybe a glass of wine in the middle and then maybe a glass of wine at the end. So then that
yeah,
way it
why
kind of
not?
breaks it up a little bit. So that will
Well,
fit in
those
nicely.
romantic concerts that I'm doing, they allow to bring wine with them and just drink during the performance as well. So
Sure.
that's
Yeah, we do
special.
that too.
Yeah, but no food.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a different story.
Yeah, we just have a few, little light refreshments and appetizers, and they can bring that in. But I just
Well,
find that sometimes it can be a problem with noise if people are getting up and bringing in different, things during the performance and stuff. But we also do a few candles in the Portland one, so that'll fit nice. But I like
nice.
that idea about this 1,000 candles, and sounds like a very elegant atmosphere.
They're not real, they're electric. That's good.
Okay. So I also understand you're a mother, and so you're like having to like balance this whole thing, like being a presenter, mainly performer, and then also instructor, teacher, everything. How do you do this? How do you do all this stuff? It seems like a lot.
Yeah, also being a mom, it's so challenging. Yeah. It's of course it's a lot about the discipline. It's a lot because like I'm able to manage this because I really love what I'm doing. So sometimes I don't really see it's work. I see that the whole day just had pleasure.
Right,
And
right.
also what I like that I don't have to practice like 7 8 hours a day. For me it's like only like mono way, like doing only one thing. Yeah, if you practice a lot of fantastic repertoire from different epoch, it's like you travel in time. But I also like like my family, they're telling me there are 10 Irinas in me. Like I could be very quiet, I could be very energetic, I could be very creative, whatever. It's just like I need to explore, I think, all my identities. And when I organize something, I'm a different one. When I'm teacher, I'm a different Irina. When I'm playing as me as a soloist, I'm a different one. I'm an artist. When I'm home with my daughter, I'm just a mom.
Yes.
And I love to be so colorful
Uh-huh.
with all the activities.
Wow, that's cool. So it seems like you're kind of going back and forth between Europe and the United States. Can you tell us a little bit about
Half
where you're kind of going? I mean, like where your main places are and stuff. Um,
aeroplane, I guess.
right.
Well, I have a home, I have a house in the Netherlands, in The Hague,
Oh,
and where my daughter is also living and having her school. She's not traveling with me. She doesn't have like homeschooling, online schooling. So she has real school, real friends, not just only chatting with them and Instagram, whatever. And then, yes, I also spend a lot of time in California, Los Angeles area, the Orange County, where I have a lot of students that I teach online and also meet them in person. And then some people even think I'm living in the US. When they invite me for a concert in Europe, they're telling me about the ticket cost. Like, wow, it could be like very expensive. And, they start chatting about this. I said, but I can actually come from Amsterdam. So I spend a lot of time in the United States, indeed, with my O1 working visa. And if I come to California and I teach, then on the weekends I might just fly to, let's say, to New York or Florida, and then I play concert there, and then I continue my travel to Europe. or the other way around, just coming to California, I would play in Minnesota and just make an extra flight to California. So it's always a lot of trouble. If anyone has any tips how to get over the jet lag, please let me know.
Okay.
I still didn't find the ideal way. I know about the sport, the vitamin C and sleeping in short, parts. So that helps as well. Like sometimes a nap of 1 hour is good, because sometimes the whole night I'm working. I come to Europe and then at 3 in the morning I teach a student because the student is in the United States. Well,
maybe
it's not
a couple
every night.
big stiff drinks might help. So
Maybe try vodka. I have never tried vodka. I love wine, red wine, but I have never tried vodka. Maybe this
maybe
is
that's the ticket. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about your program. So what's going to be on your program for this these 2 concerts coming up in Portland and Los Angeles?
Yeah, I always like to combine different pieces, so I would not you won't expect from me or hear from me just Johann Sebastian Bach, all cello suites. I will play some Bach. I will play some music from 19th century. I will definitely share the Schubert Serenade and Chopin Vals. And Albeniz Asturias, pieces that I recorded on the CD It's About the Touch, that I dedicated to my daughter. Great. And I also will play a piece written for her, Be As Beautiful As You, with the second title, Marielle, written by her father. And originally it is for piano and voice. And it's an arrangement for guitar solo. I will play Satie, on the guitar, or not on the piano.
Sounds like a great
I will play
program.
also music by Eduardo Diaz. He's from Mexico, and I will play some of his very nice guitar pieces.
Excellent.
Yeah, and there's more.
Does your daughter play an instrument?
Oh.
Are you teaching your daughter music, or does she play an instrument yet? Or
she is an actress. She wants to be an actress. So she goes also to theater school. She goes to karate. She goes to singing and piano classes and hip hop dances. And sometimes she wants to play guitar. Sometimes she doesn't. She has a guitar. So it's still open. It's definitely she won't be. Well, you never can say definitely, right? But the concert guitarist, I don't see. She's 11 now. If she would like, she has all the talent. And when I'm teaching my students, she knows all the guitar technique because she's always around when I'm teaching.
Right. So you're also going to be giving a math. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So she's playing piano, but mainly she's singing and she's acting.
Wow. Yeah. That's great. So you're going to be giving a master class, so everyone, you can get involved in that. I might have a couple more openings, and you can send me a application recording, and we can get you in on that. And that's going to be on Wednesday, the 31st in Portland. And so I'm really excited about that, to hear, your knowledge, and to see if you can somehow get us playing with that kind of tone, and the things that you're doing on the guitar. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
so
we'll share with pleasure. But I'm a very strict teacher.
Are you one of these that's going to slap like someone's hand with a ruler? Or
no, but I do need the result, and I will find a way to get results in a very sweet way, but very determined.
Good.
Well, when I practiced with my mom, it was always if I needed to play 10 times perfect. So if I play one time well, another time well, third time well, fourth time well, fifth time mistake, it goes back to 0. So this way, getting the perfect 10 times, maybe I had to play 100 times. Wow, I'm a little bit on my students. I like, okay, you made a mistake. Okay, just repeat one more, and then if it's good, okay, then I'm doubling then the number, but I'm not going back to 0. And then instead of 10 times, I say 5 good times. So yeah, sometimes
Great.
I'm a bit sweet, but yeah, I always need a feedback, you know, and I'm always, what I like also about teaching, I always find a way, like if I always try to find the personal touch, personal, how to say this, because some people, they're fast thinkers, some are slow, you know, like we're such a different characters. Some really love to play by ear, and another one, you know, just need the score. So I always, for me, it's amazing to find a way that this person understands and applies the technique, but in his tempo, with his understandings. And for me as a teacher, it's an interesting puzzle, because when I explain on one way, they don't understand. So if I explain in a different way, they get it, you know.
Uh-huh. I like what I
I love.
hear. I mean, being a teacher myself, it sounds like you're well thought through about all of these things, and it's really going to be a great class. So I really want all of you to try to attend that. That's going to be again on Wednesday, the 31st. And you can get your tickets for this at usclassicguitar.org. It's getting pretty full, but we might have a few seats left. And you can also audit the master class, so you can get all that stuff online. So I'm so looking forward to this and having you perform and meeting you in person. And it's so great that that you're able to do this. And I just wanted to invite all of you to come out and see this. And we'll see you in Los Angeles in a few days.
Yes, and everyone who comes to the concert, after the concert, I really would love to meet people, to talk to them, you know, to chat, to have photos. You know, I will bring some CDs.
Great.
So
Sign
feel free after the
CDs.
concert, come to the concert, and after the concert, let's let's hang
Yes.
out together.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Have a great evening.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you
I'm
later.
already in California, already in Los Angeles, waiting for you to come.
That's excellent. I'll be there in a couple days. Great.
Oh,
Well, we'll talk to you soon.
yes,
Thanks.
definitely.
Bye.